What's up, y'all? Jack here. Today in this video, I'm going to talk about why remote closing is the fastest growing opportunity in 2025 if you're a beginner or a traditional sales rep looking to succeed in the online space. I'm going to keep it real simple. We're going to talk about what remote closing is, how it works, and most importantly, if it's a good fit for you. I'm also going to give you a ton of value on how you can transition from your 9 to 5, the 4-step process that we use to help people transition from their 9 to 5 into being a successful remote closer. So let's hop in, all right? We're gonna be on the whiteboard today. As always, keep your eyes peeled, okay? So how does remote closing work? Now you may hear me say remote closing, digital closing, remote sales, high ticket sales, all of these are the same thing, all right? But how does it work, okay? First, we have companies online. We're just gonna put a B here. These are businesses, okay? And the goal of these businesses is that they want to grow. They want to scale their company. In order to do that, I'm just going to put a little arrow up here. What do they need to do? They do what we like to call marketing, and they run ads, okay? These ads, they cost money. We've all seen them. If you've been on social media and you haven't been living under a rock, we've seen ads for companies. Behind all these ads, they are selling a high-ticket product or service, which I'm going to tell you about in just a minute. But these ads, the goal of these ads are to get attention, okay? Attention on what they are selling, to get eyeballs on what they're selling. And what we call this attention, what it really boils down to are something we call leads. These are opportunities to close a deal, to make money. The company puts money into ads, they get attention. This attention turns into leads. A lead's like a name, a phone number, an email, a way that they can be contacted, okay? These business owners, these companies, they have a problem, okay? These leads are great, but what are these leads missing? They're missing the step between being just a lead and becoming an actual paying customer. And this company is not a very good company. This business is not a very good company if they spend a lot of money on ads here, but these leads, they don't convert into actual paying customers. They're not actually running a profitable business in that case. And so your job, AKA the remote closer's job, is to be, I'm just gonna draw like a little bridge here. It's not a very good example, but we'll just do a little bridge, okay? Boom. The bridge between the lead and them being a paying customer. Very simple. Businesses run ads, they get attention. These leads they want to buy, but the companies that remote closers are partnering with, they're selling a high ticket product or service. So it's not like a $49 drop shipping offer. It's not, or like, small ticket item, $100 where they don't need to talk to somebody. It's something that's expensive. And we usually say $2,000 and up is a good starting point. $2,000 and up is a good starting point to be selling as a digital closer, okay? These people, they want to talk to somebody. They want to see if they're a good fit. They want to request more information. Your job as the closer is to talk to them, see if you can help them. And if you can, then sign them up for the product or service. Now, I want to be clear. This process right here, you can forget everything you know about traditional sales. If you're a traditional sales rep or you've had some experience. This is not cold calling. This is not door knocking. This is not trying to sell somebody something they don't even want. What this is talking to leads that have already raised their hand and say, I want more information. I'm interested in this. And what your job is to see if you can help them. If you can, and they're qualified, you sign them up for the program. And in return, these companies, they're going to pay you a commission, a percentage of every dollar that you bring in. Industry average is 10%, okay? So earning 10% for every deal that you close. And I can break this down and do a quick, where's my eraser? A quick breakdown on what this looks like, okay? So let's say you work with the company, you partner with the company, and you are selling a $5,000 offer. Now these offers go up way higher than this. We just partnered with the company, and we take on partner companies and build sales teams for them. They have a $35,000 real estate offer. Let's say you're a closer. It's a $5,000 offer. You get 10% every time you close a deal. All right? What do you make every time you close a sale? $500. Now these companies, they're running these ads, and they're gonna be putting appointments or leads on your calendar up to 3 to 6 times a day, depending on what company you're with, the frequency that they have, okay? And so my question to you is, if you had the skill and you knew exactly how to close deals through Zoom on the internet, and you made a $500 every close, and you talked to 5 or 6 people every day that are interested in the product or service, how many could you close? Could you close at least one? Could you close at least 1 out of 5? That wouldn't be a great closing percentage. It'd be industry below average slightly, 20%. Okay, 1 out of 5. You can see that you could at least close probably 1 a day as long as they have an inflow of leads, they have a good offer, and you're talking to qualified leads, right? Boom, $500. Is that possible? Yes, and that is why I say right now that this is the hottest industry and it's the biggest opportunity for so many people. Going off, starting a drop shipping store, starting Amazon, trying to do all these, building out these complicated businesses, it's way too much for beginners. When learning the skill of sales and how to sell online is gonna be invaluable for most people. And it's the first place to start before you start trying to build a business, build a marketing agency. Trust me, I know, and I'll tell you about that in just a second. So you can see the potential here. Also, the potential is I talk to business owners every day, and if you are good enough, if you have the skill and you can deliver and actually close deals, they're gonna hire you. They absolutely need you, okay? And just to give you a little backstory on me, I started in the agency space. I wanted to build a marketing agency, and we built it to about $30K a month, and it was, a lot of people would consider that very successful. It was a huge headache. I was burnt out. I was working my butt off. And what happened was every few months we'd have really good results for the clients, but we'd have 1 or 2 clients that would call us and say, Jack, like, we love you and we love the service, but these leads, they're not turning into clients and we can't keep you on as a partner. And so what happened was we didn't want to lose a client. So what we would do is we'd call the leads that we generated for these companies, these brands, we call them, and we found out that it's not that the leads weren't unqualified. It's not that the leads, didn't want to buy. It's just that they didn't know how to build trust over Zoom and over the internet. A lot of these companies, a lot of these brands were used to talking to people in person. There's a lot more trust when you're in person. We can all agree online, it's like the wild, wild west right now. And there's a lot of people doing some nefarious things, not being fair, trying to get over on people. And so the key is learning how to build trust through digital phone calls, Zoom, over the phone, right? And building that trust and building that, ability to sell. Now, this is how I got into it, because there was this aha moment where it's like, hey, there's an opportunity here. All these companies, we're running the ads, the leads aren't bad, they just don't know how to sell. And so we started to take ourselves out of it, do it for our own company, and also train others and build other people's sales teams. And it was one of those situations where, for me, it was right place, right time. And I had a mentor at the time that was truly helping me sell at a really high level. And I took a lot of that and a lot of my old experience and I packaged it up and I started duplicating myself so other people could go out there and do the same that we were doing, as well as we could benefit from them and place them with our partners. So that's how we got into the space. The beautiful thing is I said right place, right time. But here's the thing about this industry, right? And again, 2025 is gonna be the biggest year if you wanna get into the online space. It's gonna be the biggest opportunity for remote sales to date. The more people in the online space winning, let's just pretend these are all different companies. These are all different companies promoting an offer. That's great for you as a remote sales rep because there's more opportunity for you to connect with these companies. There's more partnerships to be had. So the more people winning, it's not oversaturated, you're not too late, it's not the wrong timing. The more people winning in the online space, which we both can agree right now is at an all-time high, the more opportunity for you as a sales rep, the more potential partnerships, the more companies that you could partner with and sell for and earn commission. This is why it's huge, and we can all agree right now 2025 is simply the biggest year in the online space ever. So now that we've covered that, what I want to do is give you some extreme value on how you can go from beginner, either like a 9-to-5er or traditional in-person sales reps. We have a 4-step process that if you implement what I'm going to show you right here, you can start seeing success in the online space. So what it is, we've set it up really easy. It's called the LEAP framework. No pun intended and pun intended at the same time, but you're going to leap into success in remote sales. So the first one is very simple. You need to learn the skills. Learn the skills. You can read all the books on sales you want, all the books on sales ever written, and you could still not have the ability to sell. So learning the skills is huge. What does that mean? It means the information, one, but actually being able to implement it and do it. This requires live drilling, practice, repetition, reviewing your sales calls, looking to see if they're, where you messed up, where you can do better. So this is this can be like live real drills, or it could be training with a friend, right? Or somebody that you think is also interested in this. The next part is establish. I'm getting all confused. Here we go. Establish a niche, whatever you want to call it. Boom. What does this mean? We're big believers that you shouldn't just sell something to make money. You should sell something that you believe in. And when you sell something that you care about, you believe in, whether it's fitness, whether it's health, whether it's helping somebody, whether it is business consulting, whether it's marketing, whether it's social media growth, whatever that is, if you believe in it, you care about it, when you sell it, you're not going to be selling it. You're just going to be helping somebody. You're going to be a vessel for transformation for someone. And so this is super important to find something that you're passionate about. Go out into the market and find a company that's selling a high ticket product, $2,000 and up in that space. We have partners we've worked with who sell tiny homes, hunting and camping packages. We've had yoga, spiritual, like all kind of things that you could never imagine. I can almost guarantee you something you're interested in, there is a high ticket offer for that you could potentially sell. So start to write down a few things that you're interested in that really get your interest, that may be possible that you could sell an actual package or a premium offer, whether that be coaching, consulting, a service, or some kind of partnership. Next, acquire partner. Now, this is big because you could be the best salesperson in the world. You could have all the skills in the world, but if you don't have a good opportunity, you're not going to make any money. You're not going to earn the right money. So the opportunity you're looking for is in the right niche that you're interested in and you're passionate about, but also they must have a good product or service. They must be doing a good job. You don't want to see a bunch of negative reviews on a company. They must have inbound leads. So you're not cold calling, you're trying to get people to buy something that they're not even interested in. You want to partner with companies that are already truly interested in your offer. And when you do that and you find the right opportunity and you have the skills, you better look out because you've struck gold and you're going to be able to see a lot of success. Now, the beautiful part of this, and I should have mentioned this earlier, remote sales, you're looking at like 3 to 5 hours a day, depending on how many calls. You're looking 30 to 45 minutes per call, and you can do it from anywhere. There's complete location freedom. That's the beauty of Zoom. And so when you find this right partner, you have the freedom to move around the world, to travel, to enjoy the time. For me, like I have a family now. Like I love spending time with my family. I love being connected. I love doing things that make me happy. And that is why I love this industry so much. And when you find the right partner in the right niche and you have the right skills, you're on to something special. The final one, okay? Now, a lot of people think that the partnership is everything. A lot of times I talk to beginners or people who are already in traditional sales, and this may be you. They're like, all I need is a job. All I need is a job. But truth is, the job, the offer, the partner is just the step one. It's like if you want to go to Hawaii and you want to go on a boat, like the partnership is the boat. It can get you to the destination, but you're going to need scale. You're going to need practice. You're going to need, the question I ask a lot of people is, how do they hit their goal? How do you hit your goals inside of this offer? And so how do you scale inside of this company? How do you achieve your dreams? You achieve your work-life balance, the reason you got into the space, more freedom, more autonomy. How do you achieve that inside of that? And what this looks like is reviewing your calls, right? Seeing where you can improve. How do you raise your close percentage, even 1%, 2%, 5%? How do you start closing more efficiently, earning more commission so you maximize every call? And when I say maximize, you literally improve your earnings inside this company. That is where the super gold is made. You do these three things, you got a good spot. You do this, you continue to get better, you continually try to work on your personal development and improve. You're gonna be in a good spot, okay? Your income is directly related to your personal development. That is what this is. How do you prosper? How do you scale in this company? How do you improve? How do you actually do better and get a better skill than when you started, all right? So that is what digital closing is, guys. It's the biggest opportunity. I don't make these videos. I don't do this because, and you can tell by the way I'm talking, I don't do this just to try to get you into something. All this stuff can be done with completely without me. You don't need me at all right? None of this this can all be done on your own. If you take these steps, go out there and implement them. If not, what I would ask from you, if you're like, hey, I think that this is something I want to do. I believe in this, I believe that sales works. We know that. We know it's real. We know the online space is real. If we put two of them together, does that make sense? And you're like, yes. What I would ask from you is subscribe to the channel. Over the next few weeks, I'm going to be dropping the world's best remote closing training. I'm going to be giving away. We've trained thousands of people. We've literally taken people from 9 to 5s, got them into the remote sales space and seen massive success. You may be thinking like, what if I don't have sales experience? What if I'm not good at sales? None of that matters. That's why I'm talking to you as a beginner, because all the best sales reps in the world, guess what? Where did they start? They started at the same baseline that some of you are watching this right now. They started with no sales experience, and they had to get in there and they had to learn and they had to try. And the cool thing about this is this skill will last you forever. So shoot me a subscription if you think that this will be valuable. We'd love to help you. We're going to be dropping the best training absolutely free on here. If you want to fast track this process and you want me and my team to work with you directly to pull you through this leap process and help you see success in remote closing, feel free to click the link in the bio, schedule a time. We can see if we're a good fit. It is going to cost money. There's a lot of resources that go into training and helping you land a position, connect with partnerships, and do this framework. But anyways, guys, appreciate your time. Let's get it, baby. Digital Closing 2025, the biggest year yet. Let's rock.